Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay guys, now let's take a look again at the euro currency. Well, in fact, on the previous trading session, market hasn't shown any significant price action, and in fact, all markets across the board shows the calm action. So on the gold, we do not see any significant movement either. Well, on Japanese yen, market has reached our target of the bread and butter trade that we have discussed. I mean the bread and butter buy on the daily time frame. On the euro currency, market still stands in the tight range, so we could see that in fact price action stands inside of the Friday action, and all three most recent candles stands inside of this really strong move on Thursday. So this price action some kind of the sideways action. Market, as you can see, have left the overbought condition. And in fact, theoretically, it could continue move to the upside. So it has room for this continuation. But the major question now is what to do with the bearish engulfing pattern that we have on the weekly time frame. Actually, that is just the single pattern that we have on all time frames, including weekly. So there are no other clear patterns right now on the euro currency. But here I have some thoughts on the current situation and would like to discuss it with you. First of all, let's speak about our bread and butter sell trade that we have discussed here. So this in fact was the third close above the 3x3 moving average where the downward action should start. But we see the fourth day, this will be already the fifth day, and the market hasn't started move to the downside. And I think that this is some sort of the warning sign for the bearish development. Well, maybe this move will start later, maybe market will show the action that is suggested by weekly pattern. Until this high will be taken out by the price action, the price behavior as assumed by weekly stop grabber pattern could follow. But in the nearest term, I think that the fact that market stands flat and doesn't react on the directional pattern that also was the stretch pattern, also that was the, as I said, bread and butter sell, that is the warning sign for the short-term bearish context. And probably currently market could continue move to the upside, will show at least some attempt to proceed higher. I can't now say that we should be ready for upward breakout and upward continuation, but the fact that market could shift to the upside slightly closer to this extreme point is possible. So the fact that market still could pass about the 100 pips to the upside, 80-100 pips to the upside is possible. Because when market doesn't show any reaction on the significant pattern, especially if this is the directional pattern, that means something different. This means that market really could show some action in the opposite direction. That's why I think that if we have the bearish positions based on the bread and butter trade, probably it's better to close it or to shift it to the trading of the weekly stop grabber pattern. But that could be a bit too much risk, because not all of us trade the weekly setups, because it assumes some greater risk in terms of the money, because the swings are greater and the stops as a consequence are greater as well. Well, on the 4-hour time frame we also have not much to discuss here. Here I suspect could be some kind of the bullish dynamic pressure, because trend has shifted to the bearish side, but price action stands flat. In fact, market almost has hit the 50% support of this thrust up. Also completed this ABCD 618 extension target right here. Well, and now stands in the some consolidation. Since market, as I said, hasn't started to move to the downside, very probable that we could see some action to the upside. Whether it will be butterfly or not, but this opportunity also exists. So if market will erase this high, this could be some kind of the butterfly action to the upside. That is possible. But currently, unfortunately, we do not have any clues to definitely to say that, because as you can see, price action very choppy and really looks like the sideways action. So that's why it's very difficult to make any predictions right now on the potential moves. One thing that I could say is that very probable that some upward action could follow, but how extended it will be, it's very difficult to say right now. That means only one thing, that currently probably it not makes sense to take short position here. To enter long is also very difficult because we do not have any patterns. We have some suggestions, some we see that market really could form some pattern. Maybe it will be, as I said, butterfly pattern. If we take this high, this could be the left wing, for instance, or something of that sort. But nothing definite yet here on market. Only if you could, and you could make some sort of the counter opinion trade according to our suggestion, that if market hasn't continued move down, then probably it will continue move up. But that's not suitable for all of us. That's a bit personal setup, so it has no significant foundation, such sort of trading. Well, that's why I think that the safest way currently is just to sit on the hands, be flat, and wait when the market will form something more clear right here, because that's really very choppy and sloppy action. That's very difficult to trade in any direction currently. But as I said, my major thought is that probably market will continue to move slightly higher. On the hourly time frame, we see some kind of this consolidation, horizon price action. Okay, trend has shifted to the bullish side. So mostly maybe we should keep an eye on the breakout of this consolidation as well. But again, here it's nothing, in fact, definite, nothing interesting in particular on the euro currency. Unfortunately, guys, currently market is a bit boring and doesn't suggest to take in any active position right now. But sometimes this happens. Well, probably we should get more patient and just to wait a bit. Maybe today, tomorrow, some situation will become clear and we will get some more patience to discuss. Maybe market will give us more setups that will be clearer than this one that we have right now. Currently, I do not see any interesting here, and my thought is, as I said, better to stay flat for a while, wait when we see something more interesting. Maybe we will get something on the Japanese yen, I don't know, because if you could see on the Japanese yen chart I just show you, here was our brand body setup. Okay, market has completed 618 resistance of that swing down, so this trade has been completed. What will follow next also, it's currently difficult to say. Maybe we will get some deeper ABC action to the downside, maybe market will continue to move higher. Well, at least this trade has been completed. We just probably, again, here we all that we could do is just to wait a bit. So that's some sort of the period when we just do not have, as I said, all markets across the board now is a bit boring. The gold market, as you will see from our daily research on the gold, also currently it's time of expectation, time of some, don't know, just waiting for more signs, some clearer setups. So that's all that I would like to say on the euro currency. So get more patience, just sit on the hands and wait when the market will show us something different.